Hello and welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic and to today's bonus content. And I'm going back to classic Sudoku today. We've been sent this puzzle by Gary McCarthy, who is a viewer who recently became a Patreon on Patreon. So do check us out for the extra content there, and there's always some stuff going on, and you're very welcome to kind of help us support the channel. We may also be slightly more likely to try puzzles. We do get sent an awful lot though, so there's no guarantee for anybody. Now, this puzzle, I don't know where it came from. Gary had taken a photo of the puzzle that he had written out by hand, so I don't know where it's come from or who the compiler is or what the source is, so who knows. I don't know what the puzzle's going to be like either. As I said, Gary said he didn't make much headway with it, so let's see how we go. You can try the puzzle yourself before watching a solve of it. It's on the link below the video. Do just click on that and try it in our software. But for now, I'm just going to carry on and get cracking and see how we do. So, I've got some ones down the side. So I'm going to mark in this box where one has to be in one of those two cells with the normal Snyder notation that we use. Those sevens are restrictive as well. There's not a lot of common numbers amongst the various shoots of 3x3 boxes actually. In fact, apart from fives, I think I'd found them all there. So fives are in one of those two. Crikey, okay, this is, tough to start is, I think, the theme here. Eights are restricted to one of those two cells, and down here, because of this 8, which rules out those 3, that is, and that 8 that rules out those 2. Now the same 8 up here is ruling out that, this one's ruling out those 2. So one of these 2 has to be an 8 as well. 9's doing much the same thing to this box, but in 2 different cells. We can pencil mark a 9. Ooh, crikey, there's not a lot to go on, is there? 2, no. 6, 3, 2, 1, 5. So now, I think it may already be time to, oh no, 4, okay. 4 is a bit limited here, so we can at least drop that into one of 2. It's not getting us very far. We're going to have to look for candidates in cells. I noticed, where did I notice? I noticed one along the top that only had 2 possibles. This one can only be 7 or 9, for instance, but I don't think that's very useful. Or maybe cells that feature to get, look, yes, there we go. Okay, we've got a 3 and a 9 in the same column there, and a 9 and the 3 in the same column there. Now that's ruling out 9 and 3 in column 8 twice. And look at this 3 and 9 that's ruling out 9 and 3 from, can't get there, from all of those 3. So in row 8, I may have said column 8, sorry. In row 8, 9 and 3 is now prevented from being anywhere except there and there. And that, well, it is a useful double. I can see that immediately because of these 7s I pencil marked in. So at least that is giving us a 7 over here, because 7 obviously can't be in any of these other cells in row 8. So that's good. 2 is ruled out from, sorry about that. Hang on a second. Poor control on my keyboard. There we go, that's better. Okay, 2 is ruled out from those cells and those ones, so 2 is now definitely here. Actually, that's something I should have probably spotted before, that 2 was limited to those 2 places. But anyway, got there in the end. So that puts 2 in one of these two. Now 1, that's been resolved. So we can put a 1 in here. 3 is ruled out there. And we know it's a candidate for this one, but that doesn't mean it's in that cell. It could be in one of these two. But that puts it in this cell. So in column 7, there's only one place left for a 3, and it's got to go in there. That gives us a 3 in the central box. I'm sorry about the right-click menu that keeps coming up. I don't know why it does. 3 there in one of those two. Interesting. Now, what else is that giving us? Because I think this has been helpful. 9 is restricted to one of those two because it can't be here or here in the column. 2 is obviously in one of these two. How about this row with the force 3, 9, 4, 5, 7, 2? No, nothing much there. Thought we might have got just the key breakthrough there, but there may be more to do here, which isn't that surprising as it's a difficult puzzle. Let's keep going. Improved the 4s or the 5s. Is this 3 more helpful than I'd somehow figured out? 6, 3, 2, 9, 5, 4, 7. That's a 1 or an 8. No, I don't know. 8s are looking into this box and ruling out 3 of the cells. So 8 is now, that's good. Yeah, 8's now in one of those two. That means this can't be an 8. So we can put 8 in here, 8 in here, because this can't be an 8. And that gives us 9, which had to be there or there, must now be here. That's fixed on 9, 3 pair that gave us the whole breakthrough. Excellent. So 8 is now restricted to one of these two. 9 is in one of, 9 is here, because 9 is ruled out of 2 of the cells of this box. So 9's a definite there. 319. No, 683. Ooh, 683 there, 795 here. That's giving us a triple of 142, which are 1, 2 there, 2, 4 there, and 4, 1 there. Can't disambiguate those, but I can put a 9 in the box now. That's got to be there. These two must be a double, 3, 6. The remaining 2 in that box are 5 and 7 in some order. 3, oh god, that's been available for some time. So 3's in there. We've got a pair, 1, 6. Don't know why I called it a double a moment ago in there. This has to be 4 in column 3. This is 5, 7, kind of part of a 5, 7 pair there. I haven't got any more from that. In fact, whatever that is has to be the same. Sorry, has to be the same as the top one there. Now, down here, surely this is a 4, 6 pair, obviously over here. So this can't be. Oh no, it could be. I was going to say it couldn't be 4. Oh, look, yes, 4 there is ruling out those 3. 4 there and there are ruling out those 2. So in the top right box, that's a 4. That does sort out the 6, 4 pair. So I can take 4 out of that cell, put it in here. We can finish off this row 4 and 5. That's meant to be. This is either 1 or 6. That is quite interesting, because whichever one it is also, as well as being ruled out of those 3 cells, whether that is 1 or 6, 1 or 6 must be ruled out of all of those cells in the center box, because there's a 6 and a 1 looking into the middle row as well. So this must be the same as this, which is 1 or 6. Now I don't know which one it is, but that's an interesting find. I don't know if that will actually help us, but interesting. Now 4 is one of those two. 4, 3, 1, 8, 2. Oh yes, this is a 2-5 pair now. So we'll take 2 out of the corner. Then we've got 8, 7, 6 to fill in there. Don't know which way around they go yet. We might have to do a bit more at the top. So 5 is in one of those two. 5. It's tricky, isn't it? Now. Okay. The other thing about that 6 and 1 being ruled out from there is that one of these, as well as this one of these two must be 1 or 6, forming a pair with that, and meaning that these 3 at the top can't be 1. They can't be 6 either, although that was more obvious. It's interesting that they can't be 1, because that one's ruling out some more cells from that box and leaving 1 just to be in one of those two, which is great, because combined with that one, we can now place 1 in this box up here. That's quite lovely. I mean, it's quite odd. I have a feeling I've missed something else to find that, but never mind, it's quite nice. 2 at the top has to be in this cell in the top row. That places a 2 down here. Yeah, that means 6 has to be in one of these two cells. Let's just get rid of the 2 in the corner there. 6 has to be in one of these two cells. So we use the corner notation to show that. That's helpful because with 6 here, we now have to place 6 in one of these two cells in column 4, and this one decides which one. So that is what resolves whether that was 1 or 6. We remember that whatever this was had to be the same as this, and therefore it's 6. This is now, let's take out all the corner notation. This is a 1-8. 1-8 pair. That this pair has been resolved. This is now a naked single. 4, 8, 6, 5, 2, 7 in the column, 3, 1 in the row. We can put in a 9. We've got a pair up here. That's 3 and 1. Effectively, we've resolved where the 1 goes because 1 has to be limited to all of those cells. Well, actually, 1 is in one of these, so I'll put that in. That resolves the 8-1 pair. And now 1 there, 1 in the central column, so 1 is here. That gives us the 3. Can take that 1 out of the corner. Yeah, this is a nice puzzle actually. 6 and 3 are resolved by that 3. And closing in on a finish now. Where does 6 go in column 7? It's got to be here. 6, 2, 4, 1, 9, 3. That's a 5, 7 for the pair, so that's the 8. One of these is 8. Don't know which. Oops, don't know which one yet. 4, 2, 5, 9, 3. Oh, look, 6 has been ruled out of those two, so 6 can go in there. 8 and 7 is a pair there. Let's take 8 out of the corner. Yes, that's sorted out the 5, 7 pairs that are happening everywhere. So 5, 7, 5, 7, 5. Lovely. So we've got 7 and 9 in those two. 8 and 5 here, and we can fill them in now. 9 and 7 at the top. That's resolved the 7, 8 pair. That 5 fixes the 2, 5 over here, and we must be finished in the 1, 4, 2 triple. Lovely. One more triple down the center. It's 1, 4, 7. There they go. So nice puzzle. Thanks for sending that, Gary. That was quite enjoyable. I hope you've learned something from that. I mean, basically, when you get stuck, you've got to try and find some useful candidates for doubles or triples, I think. I mean, that's one of the techniques. And that 3, 9 pair along row 8 really unlocked this one. Well done if you spotted that. Well done if you spotted it before I did. That's good work because I wasn't unhappy with that one. So thanks very much for watching. Do stay with us on Cracking the Cryptic. Please subscribe if you haven't already, although I have to admit, subscriber numbers are through the roof. It's fantastic. And do watch out for Simon's video from earlier today if you haven't seen it already. It's on a cracking puzzle. And thanks very much for watching. Hope to see you again soon, and bye for now.